Wow, it's fall, baby. Up next. Hello, and welcome back to Glam Tones. Look at all these colors we've got. That's right, we're going to put them on those nails. We're going to do a beautiful gradient that is reminiscent of fall leaves. I am very inspired by cooling weather, and by cooling, I mean it was only 95 degrees today. But as I sit here in the early morning hours, it's like 75 degrees. So for us here in Nevada, that is cooler weather, and I'm really excited. So let's start our ombre with green, and we are going to use deeper greens, like not the deepest greens, but this is, I don't know, a foresty green maybe? And then we're going to use that more of an army green, and we're going to gradiate those together. Here we go. That was a good edit right there. Um, I wanted to toot my own horn on that as I'm watching it. I was like, ooh, that was slick. So now, as you can see, we've put some on the palette, and we're just going to pick a little bit up with our brush, do a little shaky cam, and then make it all work together. Just a little blendy blend. Uh, I love doing a vertical ombre. It is much easier than a horizontal ombre. If you struggle, just transcend it and do vertical, because you're going to find out how easy it is. And honestly, you can use your polish brush to do it, but you do need to, even if you don't use it to do the blend, you need to make sure you're cleaning your brush. Like that lighter color, you got to wipe your brush before you put it back in the bottle, because you are going to pick up some stuff. It's going to happen. So, I mean, unless you're perfect about being next to and not overlapping, I'm not. So I always just wipe off my brush. There you go. Really good. I was just watching a video by Dorota. You know who she is. Dorota. Um, her last name starts with a P. Anyway, you know who she is. She's awesome. And I believe Russian. Amazing. Um, Here we go with a blend. And she was doing like a sideways blend, but very reminiscent of this type of blend, because she was kind of going diagonal on the nail. And she was using this crazy messed up brush, and was like, I respect it. And she was doing a shaggy ombre. I'm a personal fan of a shaggy ombre. And to me, what that just means is it's not perfect. It's not a perfect blend that gradiates the two together. You've got a little line here or there that shows, the darker orange into the more earthy orange. So it's a little shaggy, right? I don't know why I decided to call it that. That's the word that came to my mind when I made my first shaggy ombre. I personally really like a shaggy. Did you see that? That went by kind of fast, but there was I was showing you, there was some color mixing, so wipe your brush. But look at this. Look how easy it is to just ombre it out. And honestly, these are a tiny bit shaggy as well, but not like the ombre's pretty good. It's pretty good. It could be better, but I think it came out pretty good. Pretty good. Look at that. Even without doing the blend, it sort of almost blends itself. Here's the thing about this. I am mixing brands, and that's so controversial. You are constantly seeing nail techs with their hair on fire. Oh, don't mix brands. And, I bet there are some instances where, there have been problems. But I have never really had that happen to me. This was the hardest one to blend, guys, honestly, because that light color is, it's not, it was just hard. That light color did not really want to blend that well with the red, but we made it work. We made it work. Yeah, it's all good. But I think if you're being careful, you're not getting it on your skin, you're making sure everything's cured, and you double check it, I think you're fine. And these, of course, are press-ons. So and no one's going to wear them. Okay, I'm going to wear them for 5 minutes to take pictures, and then I'm going to pop them in the drawer where I keep all the nails that will eventually go in the bag where we will pick them out and do mixed match sets. Who's ready for another mixed match set? Let me know in the comment section, because we can whip that bag right out and do a little fun thing. Here we go, little mixy mix, and done. Now, I really thought I was going to add maybe a little bit more stamping than I did, but I knew I had this POW. And I was like, these plates were not great, but I thought if I can get the POW to come up, I'm going to put that on one of the nails. And it did come up, and I'm so excited. And then I just have this little heart that's inside of a little conversation bubble. And I thought that looked very pop art as well. I thought I was going to put more embellishment, but here's the thing about the ombre on these is so subtle and pretty, and it's so fall. I just wanted to, the more I played with it, the more I just wanted to leave it with the pop art elements that we're adding right now, with only a little bit of extra embellishment, meaning the stamps. And if you're good at the lettering, definitely you could draw that POW out by freehand. That would be really cool, as you could make it a little stronger. And honestly, if I wasn't out of white, I probably would have stamped in white and then come in with some pigment powders to make them brighter. But I'm out of white stamping polish, so oops, I am going to clean that up. And this is just a montage of doing the outline. I just montaged it out because, it's all the same, exactly the same. And I'm just going to show you a couple of these as well. And those are just our accents, our comic book accents. It's part of the charm of the comic book pop art style. And I have to say, like, one of my favorite parts of it. And I love that we put it on this fall color scheme, because the pop art is like, it's comic book style, right? So you associate it with brighter colors, with things that are not subtle in any way. But when you add it to a subtler color scheme like this, I think it just came out perfect, right? You don't think autumn colors and pop art. So taking it to that autumn place just freshens up both, right? It freshens up the look of an autumn set, and it freshens up the look of a pop art set, because you're just taking it into an area that you don't normally. And look, it totally works, you guys. I love this set. Honestly, I would wear them, but I'm concerned about matte top coat not lasting very long. So that would be my main concern with that. But guys, let me know what you think of this set in the comment section below. Would you wear these? Are they a little too much, or are they a little too less? Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are going to see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Mwah.